Teen. A sad truth. It was when we got to her apartment that I realized how bad she was living. Cracks were everywhere and she didn't had much too. I knew she told me back then she couldn't care for me, but seeing it made me just sad. Inko. You want something to drink? Me. Water would be good. Inko. How have you been? Me. Pretty good. A hero adopted me and I am living with them. Inko. A hero did? Me. Yep. I also gave up on wanting to be a hero since I realized how delusional it was. Inko. Oh Zuzu. I am sure you would have been a splendid one. Me. Who knows? We started tea-laking and lost our sense of time spending our time together. Probably 4 hours went by as we talked about our past and what we experienced together, catching up some time and telling things about what happened while we were apart. She had a sad life and now I realized why she gave me away back then. She didn't have the money nor did she have the energy since she looked very sick. I knew something was wrong and I needed to find out. Me. Mom, how are you? Inko. Never been better. Me. Mom? I saw her smile and it was as fake as it could be. There was nothing in that smile that was reassuring and I smiled a lot of fake smiles so I could tell them apart. Me. Mom, what's wrong? Inko. I am so sorry Zuzu. Me. Mom? Inko. I really tried my best on getting you back. Me. It's okay Mom. The family I live in is really nice to me. Inko. That's good to hear Bunny, but I really wish I could have found you sooner. There is just not enough time left. Me. What do you mean there is not enough time left? Inko. Zuzu. I am terminal ill. I don't have long to live anymore. Me. Since when? Inko. The day before we parted. Me. Inko. I couldn't bear the costs for the surgery and the therapy afterwards. I tried a lot of things and didn't wanted you to suffer with me. I also went to some countries trying experimental therapy. Nothing worked, and when I came back, I didn't find you. Me. Oh Mom. She started coughing and when she did blood was on her hand as she covered her mouth. However, she was coughing and it wasn't stopping. I went over to her to rub her back but it didn't make it any better. In fact, she was trying to get air gasping. Me. Mom. I began panicking and as the situation didn't get any better I decided to call for an ambulance. Me. Mom. Help, will he hear soon? Inko. Zuzu. There is no help left for me. Please forgive me for abandoning you. Me. Mom. She fell down on the ground and off the chair. The cawing stopped but she was having trouble breathing and I really didn't know what to do. So in the end I was sitting next to her calling her name and talking to her, telling her stories about my past. She seemed happy as I saw her smile before the light in her eyes vanish. When the ambulance arrived it was already too late and I had blood on me. They let me go and took her with them without telling me anything and just showing me out. She died. Right in front of me. It was her last wish to see me and she only lasted for this long because she wanted to see me one last time. I am glad I could fulfill her last wish. Still I can't stop longing for her. She was as nice as I remember her to be. Too bad I couldn't help her at all. I wish I had more time talking with her. Mom, please be safe in your new life. And please watch over me. I was walking back home in a daze and didn't even realize when I got in front of my house, but when I did, Aizawa already opened the door and was about to head out. We basically nearly bumped into each other. Aizawa. Problem child? What happened? Me. I found her. Aizawa. Who? Mike. Is that Izu? I watched Paps come over and looked over Dad's shoulder. He looked shocked and immediately shoved Dad aside. Mike. Izuku. Where are you hurt? What happened? Let's get you inside first. Me. She died. Hick. I didn't make much sense, but it was only now that the sadness and the full blow of reality hit me. Thankfully they both guided me inside and I was thankful that Eri and Toshi were upstairs. Aizawa. Now slow down. What happened? Me. I found her. Hick. I found her after so many years. Hick. Mike. Who did you find, little listener? Me. Hick. My mom. Hick. We just ran into each other. Aizawa. That's a good thing, kitten. Me. Hick. No. She told me she was ill and that Hick she didn't had much time. Mike. Oh God, no. Is the blood on you hers? Me. Hick. Yes. She started coughing up blood. Hick. And And, I called an ambulance. Hick, they came too late. Aizawa. Oh kitten, I am so sorry. Mike. My poor little green bean. They both hugged me and tried their best to calm me down. It was that night they decided that I would spend the night with them together. They were both hugging me as I was sleeping in between them and making sure I would feel safe and not alone at all. I just lost someone I never thought I would do after all.